Hey everybody, and welcome to Quick Meals with Mrs. Rogers. Today we're going to make a chicken stir-fry, which is just really yummy, has lots of nice flavors and is easy to make, to be honest. So hey, let's start cooking. So I've got some oil and I'm just going to use half of the oil, which is around about a tablespoon of oil, and I'm actually going to pop my cumin in now because I really want that to heat up and so the flavors can blend with everything. Now I'm going to pop my chicken in as well, and I'm just wanting it on a medium heat because if chicken cooks too quickly it can go quite hard and solid, whereas if you can just get it slowly cooking on a medium heat, you're going to have a much softer, nicer chicken. So we're just wanting to get that to the stage where it is just cooked, and then we're going to cook our vegetables. So that cumin is yum, I can smell it already, and it is tasty. Now while that chicken's cooking, we're going to make our sauce, which we're going to pop on top. So I've got some soy sauce and some honey, and I'm going to stir it into the honey along with the water because honey is really sticky, and this will just help the honey basically dissolve into the rest of the flavors and get off the bottom. And that's starting to look good. I'll just check my chicken, give it a turn. Yum, that's looking really nice. Now I've used chicken thigh, you could use chicken breast or you could use pieces of chicken. Of course, to make it cook quicker, cut it up smaller, which will get the job done really quickly, which is always great. That's starting to look nice. So just keeping on stirring. Now I'm also putting in some sesame seeds. They're a really yummy addition to my sauce. And now a little trick of mine, I'm going to use a little bit of corn flour to thicken my sauce when it does go on the vegetables. So I'm using, I'm going to put it in now, because sometimes you can get lumps of corn flour, which is not very nice. So if you blend that into a cold or room temperature liquid, it kind of dissolves in there, which means you don't get those lumps and bumps. You can do the same thing with flour. You just got to cook flour longer, whereas corn flour will thicken pretty much instantly, which is ideal. So I'm just watching the temperature on my fry pan there. And as I said, I'm just wanting to get the chicken to the stage where it's almost cooked. Doesn't have to be completely cooked because we're going to remove it from the pan and then we will return it to the pan once the vegetables are nearly cooked as well. So that's probably about right. And I've got a clean bowl to pop my chicken into because we don't want to contaminate it. The other good thing is that the chicken will actually keep cooking in the bowl with the heat that it has, which always helps. Now the rest of the oil, drop that in, and now I just want to pop my onions. Now I'm actually using pink onions. I thought they were a little bit different and just interesting. So feel free to, you know, make it different, make it interesting, zhuzh it up. And some carrots. Now I have really thinly sliced my carrots. Got one of those julienne makers, which helps a heck of a lot. And I've also got some mushrooms. Now as I said, you can use whatever vegetables you like in your stir fry. You do not have to do what I do. These are just veggies that I had in the fridge. You could put in some cauliflower, all sorts of stuff actually. You could put in some broccoli, spring onions, anything you want to. So we're just wanting to get that to the stage where those onions are slightly going soft. Now I'm just going to pop the lid on for a little bit. Number one, because the cumin smell is divine, but it is going up my nose. And number two, I just want that steam to help cook the rest of the vegetables. This is the beauty of cooking with either a fry pan or something, or even a pot that has a lid, because this will intensify your cooking and make it a lot quicker than if you were standing with it open. So that steam is number one, pushing those flavors through all the vegetables, and number two, helping it to cook a little bit quicker. So we just want to leave that lid on there for around about a minute. You can hopefully see the steam and the moisture getting on the roof of the lid, which is great. That's a really good sign that it's actually working for you. A little bit like a mini oven really, which is fun. Now that's looking really, really nice. So I'm now wanting to pop in some celery. I love celery in stir-fry, especially if you cut it really big and chunky and it doesn't go too soft and floppy, because that just bam of flavour is yum. Now I've also got some capsicum. Now my capsicum was going a little bit sad and floppy in the fridge, but chop it up and pop it in here and you'll never know any different. And I've actually got some sugarloaf cabbage. You can add as much cabbage as you want. Cabbage is a really good thing for bulking it all out, which, let's face it, is good to do these days. And I'm going to pop my chicken on top, and again I'm going to put the lid back on. I just want to cook that again, kind of steaming the cabbage and the capsicum, getting all those flavours to have a little party in there, and yeah, become a really yummy dinner. Now you could serve this with rice, you could serve it with pasta, you could serve it with noodles, vermicelli noodles. They're done in like a minute, so you could even serve it with them, something really quick and easy. If you don't have that, there's nothing wrong with a bit of potato, slice of bread, that kind of thing. And the good thing with stir fry is that if you do make enough to last you a couple of days, it tastes better because those flavours have infused the next day or the day after. Other thing I like doing with stir fry is that I cut up twice the amount of vegetables I need, knowing that, for example, I'm going to cook on a Monday night and then I might cook on a Thursday night. Vegetables will stay cut up in a Ziploc bag or a plastic container quite nicely for that length of time. So I try and sort of make my cooking a lot quicker by pre-cutting a lot of vegetables or preparing a lot of meals to a certain stage. Okay, now that is looking really yum. Give that a stir. Now I'm going to pop my sauce on and you will see it start to thicken and all those flavours. Oh, yum. The honey and the cumin is just really, really, really divine. Now, as I said, my kids love this. It's not too spicy, it's not over flavouring, and the sweet from the honey really encourages them to eat it. They do have a bit of a sweet tooth, and because it's a natural form of sugar, I don't mind so much. There was only 2 tablespoons in the whole thing. Okay guys, so that's pretty much it. That's it cooked. Let's plate it up. And the one thing I love about this is all the different colours that you get in a stir fry. So when you're choosing your vegetables, make sure you do choose vegetables with lots of colour, lots of flavour going in there. I'll get some of that onion. And I'll put the lid back on, just so I'm not giving myself a facial. I'll turn that down until the rice is cooked, but I am going to sample it and make sure it tastes really, really good. Let me see, what am I going to have? I'll have a bit of chicken. Yum. Quick, easy, delicious meal that has lots of vegetables, good protein and yummy flavour. Thanks for watching guys. Join me next time for my quick meal ideas. See ya!